Should you take ayahuasca? That's the question I want to answer in this video. Good evening, this is 60 Goblins in One Brush, and today I want to discuss with you the question, should you take ayahuasca? People ask me this question and I see that it's a big hype. For years now already, it's a big hype and it's getting bigger and bigger, and there are whole religions built around ayahuasca and it's being advertised as the thing. And now I want to have a look with you if it's really worth taking it. First of all, I've said it before and I say it again, the most important things about taking so-called psychedelic drugs, they're not really drugs, and psychedelic, I also don't know the right word. There's so many words for them. Mind-altering, consciousness-opening substances, so on. The most important thing is do not take them outside the original context. If you want to take them, go where they have been taken for centuries or millennia and take it there. For example, if you want to take ayahuasca, go to Ecuador or Peru or Brazil and take it there in the original setting, or more or less original setting. No native tribe will let you partake in the ceremony, but there are professional shamans, mestizo shamans, and even white shamans who moved there 20 years ago and learned the trade. They will make an ayahuasca session with you, and they will tell you beforehand what you should do or not to do, not to eat, drink, not drink, before and afterwards, as a preparation and also as an aftermath. And then it will work. It has a detox effect and has a mind-blowing effect. The question is if you need that mind-blowing effect. But if you want to try it out, don't take it in any other context. Really, if it's too much for you to go to Peru and seek out a shaman there, don't take it. Same goes for pure DMT. Don't do it. It's not a party drug, and it's not something that anyone can just give you and you try it out, even if he or she took it already a few times. It's not the right context. It's a very, very strong substance that has a healing function mostly, and also a function how to talk to plants and animals and stuff like that. Don't take it for recreation. But if you want to blow your mind, only do it in the original context. Okay, that's the first thing. So let us assume you really want to try it out. You go to Peru, find a suitable shaman. Then should you still take it? This is not so easy to answer. First thing is, if you are schizophrenic or have any other strong psychic disease, psychological problems that need psychotherapeutic action and treatment, don't do it. If you have a latent schizophrenia, don't do it. If you have schizophrenia somewhere in your family, anywhere in your family history, don't do it. Because all these LSD-like substances can trigger it. So just don't do it in this case. Okay, but if you don't have any psychological problems and no schizophrenia and no family tree background in that direction, and if you are in Peru and you find a suitable shaman that seems trustworthy, then should you do it? Then the question is why? Why do you want to do it? Of course, theoretically, it's mind-blowing, yeah, and the problem of many people is, especially in the West, the mind is closed. A friend of mine, Jens, he always talks about the mind valve. Yeah? The mind valve is closed, usually, and we are all but oblivious to everything that's going around us. That's also what's called asleep. the brain filters out more than 99% of what's going on, and afterwards it's still going to be filtered by our belief systems and experiences and so on. Anything that doesn't fit into a box gets thrown out. So anyway, we are maximum 0.1% of everything we are perceiving, we're actually consciously perceiving. So for that, a substance like that would actually be a possible solution. But do you need it? You don't. You don't need a substance like LSD, DMT, mescaline, psilocybin, iboga, or whatever. You don't need it. There are so many techniques that can take you there and further in a very short time without taking these substances. So why would you need them? What happens is you have an experience, a mystical experience, and then after a few days it's gone. What you want is an abiding awareness, a permanent awareness. You don't need any peaks. That's what happens to the mini awakening people. They have a few interesting experiences and then they think they're awake or enlightened. They're not. So the same thing can happen to you with psychotropic substances. The only reason, in my opinion, why it would make sense to take a substance like that is if you yourself want to become a shaman. If you want to learn that, to heal people that way. Or, that's the other side of the same coin, if you want to take it as a medicine. You have a certain kind of chronic sickness that no one can cure, and then as a last resort you want to try that out. But also in that original context. And then you have to do exactly what the shaman says, and if he says you have to do this and that diet for 1 month beforehand and so many weeks or months afterwards, then do it that way and not any other way. So if you want to seek it as a method of healing, of medicine, that's a possibility. Or if you want to become a shaman and a healer with these kinds of substances yourself, that's also a possibility. Any other possibility, just to blow your mind, to open your consciousness, to open your brain valve, don't do it. That's my advice. Just don't do it. My wife is a psychotherapist, and I also work as a therapist, amongst other things, and we regularly have people whose mind is blown a bit too much because they have not taken it in the right context. It's nothing to play around with. Okay. Please tell me in the comments below what you think. Don't write your own experiences this time, because some of these substances are not legal, but they are legal if you take them in their original context in the country where they're used by native people or people who have learned from native people. Okay, just tell me in the comments, what do you think, if they're necessary to advance on your spiritual journey? I don't think so. Thank you for watching and listening. Thank you for subscribing or joining me on Patreon or sharing the video with your friends. See you soon.